Hi there, Keith here with his best director picks. The best director list is kind of weird in the sense that I look at this list and I think to myself, this more so than any other category is where you're going to find the most snubs. Ava DuVernay for Selma, not on this list. Christopher Nolan for Interstellar, not on this list. Clint Eastwood for American Sniper, not on this list. And where's David Fincher's nomination for Gone Girl? Again, not on this list. But what you do get is Morton Tildum. Who's he? He's the guy who directed The Imitation Game. Then you got Bennett Miller. Who's he? He's the guy who directed Foxcatcher. You've also got Wes Anderson for his nomination, or his nominated for his directorial piece, The Grand Budapest Hotel. Well-deserved nomination, but he won't win. So let's start with those first two. I have no idea why Foxcatcher is nominated for Best Director. It was a good movie, not in my humble opinion, not a great movie, and I have no idea how the heck this guy got a ticket to the party. It's just completely bizarre. Every day I wake up and I look at this list and I think I must have been dreaming, but nope, he's still there. And as far as Morton Tildum's concerned, I've got a better chance of waking up tomorrow with a full head of hair and finding myself in a revival group of the Jackson 5 performing on the Las Vegas Strip than Morton Tildum has of winning this award. The fact that he's even nominated blows me away. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. The Imitation Game was a very good movie, and Benedict Cumberbatch's performance is well deserving of the Oscar nomination. But from a directorial piece, please call me up or message me and let me know what about this movie was so incredibly difficult to direct. Wes Anderson, I have a lot of respect for you. Your movies are quirky and they're out there, and I completely get why you're nominated. Unfortunately, it's not going to be your night. This really comes down to two men. Alejandro Iñárritu for Birdman and Richard Linklater for Boyhood. The movies with the B's are taken over. Now, the thing is that Birdman was such a fantastic movie to watch, and from an editing, from a directing standpoint, great movie, and I really enjoyed it. A lot of people look at it and they kind of think to themselves, well, I don't get it. I'm not one of those people. I love Michael Keaton. I love the entire cast and crew of this picture coming together and making such a fantastic movie. And even though Iñárritu seems to have the momentum since he just won the Directors Guild Award, I still don't think he's going to win the Oscar. I'm going with Linklater for a couple of reasons. Number one, everyone seems to be so incredibly fascinated with how this movie was made. Number two, Hollywood seems to love Linklater. Number three, having a documentary about your professional life come out the same year that you're nominated for an Oscar can't be a bad thing. There's just so many, integral things about this movie that made people just kind of stand up and take notice. And quite frankly, I remember a few years ago, a movie came out that was a silent movie that won Best Picture, and everyone was like, "Oh my goodness, this is absolutely so fantastic! The Artist, we have to give this Best Picture because it's a silent movie." Well, if you're going to give that Best Picture, how in the world are you not going to recognize a movie for not only its creative filmmaking by the director, but also the fact that the story and everything put together in this movie made it probably one of the most enjoyable movies of the lot this year. So all that to say, I'm going with Richard Linklater to win Best Director. I'm hoping we see a lot more from Alejandro Iñárritu because I think he's also a fantastic filmmaker in his own right. And unless the world goes absolutely bonkers tonight, I will not be waking up tomorrow joining a 70s revival group of the Jackson 5. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Keith. You can reach me on CFL_fan on Twitter, Facebook.com/WittyWhittier, and WittyWhittier.com. Thank you so much for checking out this blog, and I'll see you at the movies.